One more to the left. There was plenty of hogs in there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So who's going in the brush after that one you
I'll
shot?
go look for it. Gotta figure out about where it went in.
I know about where it went in.
When we get down there, it's gonna look different.
Yeah, I heard it crash. And I know, look at me. See that concave spot in the plum thicket right there? To your right, more to your right. To the right of the mesquites in front of you.
Yeah.
That's where it ran in.
So like straight down in front of me?
Almost, yes. There's other hogs still in there. Hang on, I'll come with you.
Yeah, we better back out and go get the thermal and
see if we can find him.
It's still gonna be limited
Yeah.
visibility there because it's thick.
Yeah, it is. Well, he's definitely, you know, we kept hearing those hogs sound off right in this same area.
Yeah.
And they were doing a rally type sound. And a lot of times they'll do that around a dead hog. And so I'm thinking that hog's going to be laying right in here somewhere. And several times we heard them blow in that same area. So
yeah.
Okay, we've gone back and got the pulsar helion for looking for this hog. These thickets are dense, and it's even going to be hard to see a hog with thermal. We haven't found any blood. We know this hog was hit hard and shouldn't be hard to find, except for that it's just so thick you can't you can't see through it. So I'll come back to you. Oh, yeah, there she is. I hope she's good and dead. Too thick to run. We got out hunted today in 100-degree weather. The heat index is extraordinary. And we didn't see any hogs. So we waited a little while and came back out again this evening. And we actually hunted on the other side of these plum thickets a week ago. And the wind was out of the north. Well, today it was out of the south, and we had to go past the hogs and come back to try to call them. And we were just hoping that they were still in this area. And as it turned out, they were. we started with Hey Baby, and immediately we heard a boar responding. We could hear his ears flopping. When they scent mark, they raise up and shake their head, and it sounds like a dog shaking his head. You can hear their ears flop. So we heard him, and then we could see him scent marking trees. Well, we don't know if the wind swirled or if he came out just far enough to see us or what, but we could see him come right to the edge of some trees, and we heard him blow, and he just disappeared. So we moved just a couple 100 yards and set up again. We could hear the hogs crunching the plums, and we went ahead and tried to start with boar specific sounds, and nothing changed. We didn't hear any boars respond, and we could still hear the hogs crunching on the plum seeds. And so I switched to the rally, and immediately we could hear hogs responding vocally. And that's how specific to sex these sounds are. We were using boar specific sound, they ignored us. We switched to the rally, which is a non-specific sound, and immediately they responded. 2 hogs came up out of the thicket, and Michelle shot this one at 10-12 yards at the most.
Yeah.
And she is a big old sow. She was coming hard when she came in, and she ran down in there, and we saw right about where she ran into the thicket. If it hadn't been for a combination of thermal devices and flashlights, we would not have found this hog. We didn't find a blood trail right away. She went in a little further left than we thought she did, and I finally found blood on a plum bush, and then Michelle was walking along and scanning with a thermal device and using a flashlight, and she stumbled onto her. And so
Yeah, after we cut a trail through the plum thicket
Yeah.
and dug, it's horrible in there.
it is. I'm covered in stinging
Yep.
nettles and scratches, and as you can see, we're both soaking wet from sweat. But the use of a thermal device is not a guarantee you're going to find that animal. We could not see through the plum thickets to spot this animal. We use a light to look for blood. If we don't find blood, we start scanning with the thermal. Then we'll step forward 5 or 10 more yards, scan with a light, look for blood, look for a hog, scan with the thermal. And you just keep repeating those 2 things and scan every ounce of brush that you can, or you're not going to find the animals.
Alamo Precision Rifles. The best rifles this side of the Pecos. APRifles.com. Hornady. Accurate, deadly, dependable. Pink's Paint and Body. Decatur, Texas. Mallory Orthodontics. MalloryOrtho.com. 2K Pawn and Gun. Decatur, Texas. Carrillo and Tibbles, Attorney at Law.